If people lose interest when you talk, this video is probably about you. And no, it's not because you're boring. It's not because you're shy either. It's because of one thinking mistake shy people make without realizing it. And once you see it, the way you talk starts changing almost immediately. If you've ever given short answers, frozen mid-sentence, or thought of the perfect thing to say after the moment passed, stay with me. Some of the most magnetic people I've ever met were quiet, and some of the loudest people I know are impossible to listen to. So today we're not fixing confidence. We're not fixing personality. We're fixing one invisible thinking mistake that quietly makes shy people sound boring. And the good news is, it's completely fixable. Most shy people think the problem is one of these. I don't talk enough. I'm not confident. I don't have interesting things to say. I freeze mid-sentence. But those are symptoms, not causes. The real issue happens before you even open your mouth. It happens in your thinking. And that's good news, because thinking mistakes are fixable. Let me describe a moment you've definitely experienced. Someone asks you a simple question. Maybe, what do you think about this? How was your day? Did you like it? Your brain lights up. Thoughts start forming, connections appear, you actually care. But while you're organizing everything in your head, the moment passes. So you give a short answer, a safe answer, a compressed answer. Yeah, it was okay. I guess so. Inside your head, there was depth. Outside, it sounded empty. And that gap slowly convinces you that you're boring. You're not. Here's the exact mistake. You believe you should only speak once your thought is complete. You're waiting for clarity, waiting for the perfect sentence, waiting until it sounds smart. But conversations don't reward perfection. They reward movement. When you wait too long, people don't feel your intelligence. They feel silence. This mistake feels logical, especially if you're thoughtful or analytical. You think, if I don't say it properly, I'll sound stupid. If I start talking without a clear point, I'll ramble. If I hesitate, people will judge me. So, you self-edit, you compress, you stay quiet. But here's the paradox. Over-editing kills interest more than imperfection ever will. People don't connect to polished conclusions. They connect to visible thinking. Here's something nobody explains clearly. Interesting people are not interesting because they have better opinions. They're interesting because you can watch their mind work. That's it. That's the whole secret. Someone asks, "What did you think about the movie?" Answer 1, "It was fine." Answer 2, "At first I didn't like it, but then I realized it was slow on purpose. Especially the middle part, it kind of pulled me in." Same intelligence, same taste, same brain. One ends the conversation, the other invites it. The difference is not confidence, it's transparency of thought. Here's the shift that fixes everything. Stop trying to deliver finished ideas, start sharing thinking in progress. Instead of waiting for the perfect sentence, say the first honest thought, not the conclusion, the entry point. This one change instantly makes you sound more alive. Simple phrases that unlock flow. You don't need to invent anything, you just need permission. Use phrases like, "I'm still thinking about this, but this might sound random, but my first reaction was, I'm not sure yet, but one thing I noticed." These phrases do something powerful. They lower pressure. They create curiosity. They pull people into your thinking. Here's what's happening psychologically. Human attention is drawn to unfolding ideas, unfinished patterns, progression. When you reveal your thinking step by step, the brain stays engaged. That's why stories work. That's why debates work. That's why even pauses feel meaningful when they lead somewhere. Flat answers stop attention. Processes sustain it. At this point, you might be thinking, but won't I sound awkward? What if I mess up mid-sentence? What if I don't know where I'm going? Yes, sometimes you will. But here's the trade-off. Awkward with direction beats silent with depth. And most people won't judge you. They're relieved the conversation feels real. Here's a simple rule to try this week. Say the first 10% of your thought, not 100%, not even 50. Just the opening. You'll be shocked how often clarity appears while you're talking. That's normal. That's human. That's how thinking actually works. Here's something most shy people don't realize. You already think deeply. You already notice details. You already reflect more than average. You're not lacking content. You're hiding it. When you let people see your thinking, even imperfectly, you stand out. Because most people don't think deeply at all. Next time someone asks, "How was your day?" instead of, "It was fine," try, "It started slow, but something interesting happened later." Next time someone asks, "What do you think about this?" instead of, "I don't know," try, "I haven't fully decided yet, but my first thought is." Small shift, big difference. One important note. Thinking out loud does not mean talking endlessly. It does not mean dominating the conversation. It means direction plus honesty. You still pause. You still listen. You still let others respond. This is about opening doors, not flooding rooms. You're not boring. You're careful. You're thoughtful. You're internal. Those are strengths when they're visible. The goal isn't to become louder. It's to stop hiding your thinking. Try this today, just once. Say the first honest thought instead of the safest one. Watch how people respond differently. If you want more videos like this about thinking clearly, speaking better, and improving without becoming fake, subscribe. Not because you need confidence, but because your thinking deserves to be heard.